4, 3, 2. Mic's good. Mic's good. Sounds good. Move here. Make sure I can see them. Okay, good. Instagram's live. What's up, Rob? What's up, Amani? Okay, we're good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and going live now. Got up early this morning, grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner. That's right, my hashtag Rise and Grind planner. And at the very top of my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, there's always a quote that is submitted by an actual Rise and Grind member. This is probably one of my favorite things about the hashtag Rise and Grind planner is that it's actually made by Rise and Grind members, right? Like, I mean, my wife makes it with her 2 hands, but you guys submit the quote. So this morning, Debbie Nadeau's quote was right there at the top, and it said, "If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way." Isn't that beautiful? If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. As soon as I read that, it was very impactful for me this morning. I think sometimes we can get so caught up in trying to do great things. I think sometimes it can get a little overwhelming, feeling like the only way we can make an impact is to do this huge, massive thing. When the reality of the situation is there will be those moments in our life. There will be those MITs, as I call them, moments in time, where we do some incredibly great things. But really, it is all the space in between. Doing small things in a great way. Moving with excellence in all of what I call the black matter, just all the space in between the memories, the space in between the huge impactful moments, the space in between the thought-provoking conversation, the space in between as you walk from your house to your office, from your house to the car. The space between while you and your kids are sitting on the couch and maybe there's a flick going on in the background. The space between when you're sitting there just having a conversation with an old friend over a cup of coffee. It is the space between where we can do small things in a great way. So I really took that quote this morning to heart. I was like, that's what's up. That's the first message I want everyone to wake up to today here on hashtag Rise and Grind. And she puts it as, if I cannot do great things. And I want to reword it and put it to you this way. Life is not about doing only great things. Life is about doing small things in a great way. Let's dive in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Thursday. That's right, today is Thursday, July 1st, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it will ever be Thursday, July 1st, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most. And yes, I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, thanks for joining me here on #RiseAndGrind. Super stoked to be here with you this morning. What a gift it is to be able to share my mornings with you. Really means the world to me. Listen, this week here on #RiseAndGrind, we've been talking about independence, right? We've been really breaking down this word independence. What does it mean? The state or quality of being independent. Freedom from dependence, exemption from, reliance on, or control by others, self-subsistence or maintenance, direction of one's own affairs without interference. That's the definition of this word independence. And so we've been breaking that down as we head into Independence Day this weekend here in the United States of America. And we really broke it down from Monday, where we had our 900th episode of #RiseAndGrind, which thank you for all of the words of encouragement you all sent me during that celebration. So we started there and we looked at the origins of this particular show, #RiseAndGrind, and how it started as in the beginning. And then we did some early morning dorkiness. And then we started doing Rise and Grind from the utility closet at our house. And so we kind of went back and we talked about the independence, this idea of independent thought and what that looked like. And then we traveled from there to Flagstaff, Arizona, where I shared stories of my childhood and how free we were to roam and to rollerblade and to do all of these things. But at the same time, with that freedom, it was dangerous, right? There was dangerous situations that we had to experience, and that freedom does typically come with or at a cost of some sort. Here's the thing, though, even though it's dangerous, it's worth it. Being able to be independent and free takes a lot of work, and you must put yourself in dangerous situations, but it is indeed worth it. And then yesterday, we chose to discuss, what do we need to let go in our lives so that we can be independent? The world is unlocking. There's a lot of things that have changed here with COVID and this season that we went through. And so yesterday, the real question was, what do I choose to let go of so that I can position myself in a space of independent thought? Right? We spend most of our lives, most of our thoughts, 95% of our thoughts are not independent thoughts. 95% of our thoughts are based on historics or based on what we were told or what we've chosen to believe. And so independent thought is a rarity. And in order to reach a place of independent thought, we have to let go of some of our belief systems, some of our guilt, some of our shame. We have to let go of pieces of our history so that we can reach forward and do things like travel or put ourselves in adventurous situations, do different things that ultimately can create a space of independent thought. Independent thought is usually external, not internal, right? We talked about that yesterday. And then last night, as I was sitting on the couch with my wife laying on my stomach, it started raining outside. It started raining, and actually it started raining really, really hard, and it had been a nice evening. My stepdad and my mom had come through and made some tacos. We hadn't seen them in a while because they'd been on vacation, and it was just this nice evening, and it started to rain. And once it started to really pour down rain, like the rain was coming down hard, 3 of my kids pulled open the sliding door, Oakland and Meredith and Fisher, and they stepped outside into the rain, and they started to dance. They started to dance, and they were swinging their arms, and they were laughing and giggling. If you go to my Instagram stories, you can see it. And as they were laughing and giggling and getting poured on in the rain, as us adults sat inside and stayed dry, I just thought, man, now that's freedom right there. That's independence right there. Those children are free of doubt, free of worry, free of any idea of like self-esteem or worthiness or value, free of any identity issues, just 100% free. I was immediately reminded of a verse in the Bible. That verse in the Bible reads like this. Matthew 6:25-26. It says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life. What will you eat, or what will you drink? Nor about your body, or what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not more valuable than they?" How much do you miss that? How far away are you from that? How much do you miss freedom and independence in your life? Free of worry, free of angst, free of concern, free of self-doubt. How far away are you from that? You know, yesterday was an interesting experience. For the longest time, I've put to the side, a lot of people have wanted me to coach, do one-on-one like performance coaching in different areas, right? Automotive, building businesses, spiritual, being great husbands, great great fathers, all kinds of different things, right? So for years, people have asked me to one-on-one coach, and I've always kind of stayed away from the one-on-one coaching thing. It takes a lot of time, and it's a very strong emotional investment when you're doing life singularly with another human. And so I've always done group stuff, right? Rise and Grind group, elite group, so on and so forth. Coaching, my automotive has always been in groups and working on stages with groups of people. I've always done group stuff, but God really put it on my heart. He said, you know what? There's 14 people that need you, Glenn. 14 people. And so I sat down, spent some time in prayer, thought about it, and I said, okay, I am going to go one-on-one with 14 people. I'm going to go one-on-one and help them move forward, help them to evolve in whatever that main area of focus is in their life, right? And so I made that decision, and I launched it yesterday. I said, okay, I'm going to do one-on-one coaching, 14 people only. That's it. And I sent this out in my text community. I sent some texts out and made a post about it, so on and so forth. And what was mind-blowing is I had over 300 people. Over 300 people messaged me yesterday and said, man, I need that. I really need that in my life. I need that one-on-one coaching. I need somebody to run with. I need somebody to push me and to hold me accountable, to help me have independent thoughts. I need someone to really help me reach these next levels in our lives, right? So over 300 people in just a couple hours. I was mind blown. And so I sent those people some messages and about what it looks like and, you know, the whole program and so on and so forth. And 98% of them, 98% of the ones that responded back to me said these words, and it broke my heart. They said, I can't afford that. I need that. I want that. But I can't afford that. And see, that hurts me. That hurts my heart. I want to just help everybody. But obviously time has a cost, right? And so it just made me think, I'm like, golly, man. How many people are in that position still right now today where you can't afford to do the things that you want to do in your life? How many people of you right now are in a position where you're not free? You're not free financially. You're not free spiritually. You're not free mentally. You're simply not free. You see, I want to talk about that. Because that's not what your life is supposed to look like. You are not supposed to be enslaved for the rest of your life. You're not supposed to be chained up for the rest of your life. You're supposed to be able to live a life of abundance, free of choice. And so I want to dive into that a little bit further. What does being truly free actually look like? And how can we ultimately obtain it? We're going to dive in on that. Before we do, you know what we got to do. You know we got to do some dancing on this show. You know we got to do some dancing on this show. There it is. There it is. Come on. Let's go. People on Instagram are like, that dude's dancing and there's no music. There is music on Facebook and there's music on Clubhouse. They just ain't no music on Instagram. They won't let me do it. Hey, for those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live, you're on replay, you're on YouTube, you're on the podcast, whether you're on Clubhouse, whatever. Say what's up, I'll say what's up back, all right? Say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. How you doing, Teresa Kennedy? Great to see you. What's up, Michelle Walters? How you doing, Alloy Artist? What's up, Danny Smith Massis? Great to see you. Hey, my friend Danny is single, and she is looking for a good man. You got to be over 50. Over 50, you got to love Jesus. You got to be athletic, and you can't be married, all right? Just saying. All right, Sol Salcido, great to see you this morning. What's up, Angela Venters Heath? How you doing, Beverly Richardson? Great to see you as well. How you doing, Helena Bowles? Great to see you. What's up, Francesca Negron? Great to see you. My man Billy Sherm up in here doing big things. What's up, Trudy Stevens? Great to see you as well. Leisha Watts is in the house. Hey, this is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. All right, I need you to hit that share button. So if you're over on Clubhouse, go ahead and hit the plus button. If you're on Instagram, share it out. If you're on Facebook, share it out as well. What's up, Jeff Baker, Rodney Rock Hatfield? How you doing, Amanda Dahl? Tamara's in here this morning. What's up, Chris and Kimberly? My man Core Impact is up in the house. What's up, Tony Watley? Great to see you. Great to see Justin as well. I see that David and Lily are up in here, and Evan and Regina and Maria and Cher. I see Martin, and I see Vincent and Sophia and Monica and Katie and Allison and Anya and G.I. and Robert. Ooh, packed house over on Clubhouse. And of course, Beth Lucchese, Janice Mullings, April Johnson. I think I'm on a podcast with Janice a little bit later today. Super excited about that. So make sure you check that out. All right, we're talking about freedom, real life independence, and what that looks like. Let's dive in. I want to give a quick shout out. There's a guy named Michael Bonnell. If you look him up, Michael Bonnell. He wrote this incredible article about freedom and independence that really inspired a lot of today's episode. So I just want to give a quick shout out to him. But what does real life independence look like? What does it look like? What is real life freedom? Like, not just freedom like what they say freedom, not just freedom like what you would think like America, like we're celebrating our freedom, but what does it really look like for you in your life? What are the areas that you need to identify and you need to attack? What are the areas where you need to say, am I truly free in this area? And if I'm not, I need to seek counsel. I need to seek help. I need to seek understanding. I need to seek ways to become free in that particular area of our life. So I'm going to go through these. We'll share them together. Here's what freedom and independence means and looks like to me. This is what freedom and independence looks like to me, inspired as well by my friend Michael Bonnell. So to me, freedom and independence means being able to wake up every morning loving the body that I'm in. All right, I want you to write that down, or just think about it and reflect if that resonates with you or not. You know, I know there's been seasons of my life where I wake up not loving the body that I'm in. There's been seasons of my life, I remember when my teeth used to be so jacked up that every morning when I went and I looked in the mirror, all I could think about is how I cannot stand my teeth, and I don't want to smile, and I don't want anybody to see my teeth, right? My confidence level was very, very low. Like I was a confident person, personality-wise, but just in my looks, not confident. Well, finally, I got that fixed. And I love my freaking smile now. And you can see my smile from a freaking across the building. And I promise you, I'll flash it 16 million times everywhere I go. I love it, right? But I had to invest in it. I had to invest in getting my smile to look like that so that I could love the body that I'm in. There's been seasons where I feel muscular and other seasons where not so much. And it all takes work, right? It all takes work, but I believe that true freedom, true independence comes from being able to wake up every morning loving the body that you're in. Can you answer that question truthfully? Do you love the body that you're in? Plus size, small size, skinny, big, tall, short. Do you love the body that you're in? I think that it starts there. The second thing, the second area of opportunity for true freedom and independence, I believe that to truly be free means being able to work for myself or work in commissions or some type of position where I can earn and grow based on my performance. Does that make sense? See, I don't want to just say, in order for you to be free, you have to be a business owner, because I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I believe that you can be free to explore. You can be free to earn your own paycheck. You can be free to make whatever life you want in the auto industry and still work for someone else. And I know there's other industries out there like that. You can still work for someone else in real estate and still be free to make as much as you want, work as hard as you want, all of those things, right? But I believe to have true freedom and independence, you can't do that while spending every minute of your life trying to fulfill someone else's dreams. I don't believe that at an hourly wage, you can ultimately feel or achieve ultimate freedom. From what I've seen historically, the math just doesn't add up. You have to be in a position where you can earn based on your level of performance, right? So I believe true freedom comes from that. I also believe that true freedom, the next area of opportunity that I want you to look at, I believe that true freedom comes through having the ability to travel and experience the world. You see, I don't think that you can live in your hometown, never go more than 5 miles from your house. I don't believe that you can do that and actually experience freedom, experience independence. I believe that a lot of the things that we need to unlock in ourselves, a lot of the limiting beliefs, a lot of the behavior patterns, a lot of the things that we have to unlock can only be unlocked through travel and experience, through spending time with other cultures, with people that don't think like us, don't look like us, don't talk like us, that didn't grow up like us. I believe that true freedom and independence requires you to travel and experience humanity as a whole versus just your... Whoa. Requires you. That is so weird. Wow. It's like there's a ghost in here. Sorry about that. That freaked me out. Requires you to step out of your comfort zones and into areas that you never even imagined, right? I truly believe that. So I want you to think about that in one of your areas, all right? Is that one of your areas? Are you just really comfortable in your house? I love where I live. I'm cool. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't ever want to go anywhere. I want my family to live on the land, and my family's going to live on the land. We're just going to stay right here where we're safe, right? I get it. I get it. I get it. I can see how that can be appealing for some people, but I'm telling you, until you get out into those other environments, you cannot experience true freedom and independence. The next one I want you to look at and think about in your life. And trust me, I know a lot of you are like, I'm going to go on vacation one day. Stop it. Stop with the someday stuff. Figure it out now. So many people spend their entire life on someday island and then they die, and it breaks my heart. Let's go. Figure it out now. The next area that I want you to look at, all right? The next area is having a good relationship with food. I believe in order for you to be truly free and to feel this idea of independence, that you have to have a good relationship with food. I struggle in this particular area. I really like my sweets. I really like my sugars. I really like fast food, junk food. I grew up in the car business. That's what we ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I struggle in this area, but I'm starting to understand it better. As I'm starting to eat more healthy, as I've got a coach that's helping me with my food, a woman named Niku that's helping me with my diet. As I now have that, I'm starting to see that we can have a better relationship with what we eat. We can eat food that actually makes us feel good. We can eat things that actually give us more energy, not take away from us. And we don't need all the supplemental stuff. We don't need all the stuff to hype us up. We don't need all of that. Ultimately, naturally, by having a good relationship with food, we can have a better relationship with self. We can have less guilt. We can have less shame. And of course, we can also feel better in our own skin when we have a great relationship with food. And this is not easy. I'm telling you, folks, this is very, very hard. I get hungry and I'm like, I just want to grab something healthy. There ain't nothing healthy that you can just grab. It takes a little work. It takes a little prep. It takes a little thought. It takes a little foresight. But that's no different than anything else in your life. If you want it to be great, if you want something to be great in your life, it's not going to be convenient. It will be hard. So know that going in. But are you willing to do small things in a great way so that ultimately you can live a life of freedom and independence? The next area that I believe that you're going to have to conquer if you want to live a life of real freedom and real independence, the next area that you're going to have to conquer is you're going to have to conquer depression and anxiety. Our society today is plagued with depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety that has been, I believe, that has been brought on by the world of social media, by the world of the media itself, painting a picture of gloom and doom and division and hate. Painting a picture of you have to look a certain way and filters and all of this stuff, highlight reels. It's created a culture filled with depression and anxiety. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to fix that. If you want real freedom and independence in your life, you're going to have to work on that. You're going to have to talk to somebody who's an expert who can help. You're going to have conversations. You're going to have to deal with the hard things in your life, the things in your past, the things that you've buried and pushed down as far as you could that you don't want to bring back. At some point, you're going to have to talk through those things. We have to take the negative things in our life that are stuck in our subconscious brain, that are controlling 95% of our thoughts. We have to take those things and move them from subconscious to conscious so that ultimately we can control them and they don't control us. You want freedom and independence? You must conquer these ideas and feelings and thoughts of depression, these ideas and feelings and thoughts of anxiety. They must be conquered. And ultimately, I will tell you, me personally, I couldn't conquer them until I tied myself to my spiritual father in heaven, God, the God of the universe. It wasn't until I let go and let God that I was able to experience freedom and independence in the areas of depression and anxiety and suicidal thoughts and all those things that I used to live with. it. So that's my suggestion for you. Dive into the book, dive into the Bible, dive into the word, dive into God's truth, and you may be able to find some relief in those other areas, because I believe that he is the expert when it comes to that. But that's my opinion. Yours might be different. The last area that I want you to look at when it comes to experiencing real freedom and independence. And I'm running out of time. I actually have a couple more, but the last one I'm going to share with you here is, I believe in order for you to experience real freedom and independence, you must help others live their best life. You must help others live their best life. You see, I believe that we all have a born-on date and an expiration date, and the dash in the middle is impact. What kind of impact can you make in other people's lives? Now, listen, in order for you to expand your impact, it takes work. In order for you to expand your impact, you've got to be free. You got to be free and independent. You got to be financially free, mentally free, spiritually free. You have to be able to put yourself in a position where you can go out there and make other people's lives better. And I believe we will not fulfilled. I believe you will not be fulfilled. I believe you will not step into the best version of yourself that you can possibly be until you are living a life where you are lifting others up and helping them live their best lives. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. So I have a couple more. I can hit them real quick. Like you need to have freedom and independence when it comes to living with positivity. The glass should always be half full. We need freedom and independence when it comes to being fearless, not allowing our fears to squash us and to make us feel small. We need freedom and independence when it comes to just being ourselves. The absolute best version of ourselves we can possibly be. Because see, I believe that you and I are children of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And I believe that that God made you and I to be the absolute best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. Not an average version, not a little bit below or a little bit above, but absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And in order for you to be the best version of you, you're going to have to find freedom and independence. You're going to have to find freedom and independence through being able to wake up every morning, loving the body that you're in, being able to work in a way for yourself where you can pursue your dreams, being able to travel and experience other cultures and thoughts and mindsets and beliefs, making sure that you have a great relationship with food so that you're not eating yourself into depression, but eating yourself into the light, making sure that you're conquering depression and anxiety through an understanding of the higher power and the Father that exists in the heavens, making sure that you're helping others and lifting them to be the best versions of themselves that you can possibly be, living with positivity, fearlessly, and ultimately being the best you that you can be. That, my friends, is what real freedom and independence looks like. And that's what I seek, and that's what I believe we all should seek so that we can live this life to its fullest. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. There's a bunch of them up there, all right? Go to GlennLundy.com if you need more videos like this. If you're interested in the one-on-one coaching, you want to be one of the 14, just message me the word coach and I'll send you the details on that. All right, fair enough. If you want to continue to hang out, I'm going to head over to Clubhouse right now. We're going to hang out over there. We've got a tremendous lineup for you today over on Clubhouse. So come hang out over there. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. because we're going to do this all over again on #RiseAndGrind. Have an incredible day.